Week 6, and another great episode. Okay, my god, guys, what a wholesome episode. Like, the pacing at the beginning was a little fast, but that's okay. I still loved the episode from start to finish. So Futaro decides to teach him like crazy, huh? After hearing the whole, like, spiel we heard about, the Quint's dad giving him last week. Okay, so it turns out that each Quint strives for something, right? Itsuki strives to be just like her mother and achieve her dream. Miku strives to be the best out of her Quints so she could confess to Futaro. Ichika just wants to pass to help Futaro. Nino, bless your tsundere soul. You're not really... I don't know what you're striving for, but, like, that was pretty cute. No, I don't like him or anything. Bless your little tsundere heart. And once again, Yotsuba, as I said, never change. You're so pure. It's just... I gotta do my... God, Yotsuba, you are the purest of them all. Itsuki, as for okay, so basically at the very beginning of the episode, after the whole deal, after the test, we see them back to studying again. And Itsuki, dang, you're enthusiastic, okay? Also, Futaro, you know that moment when Futaro starts to nosebleed, right? All of Ichika's reactions are exactly mine. Like, well, I mean, obviously that wasn't the case. Futaro wasn't looking at anything dirty, but, like, let's be honest here. Every one of us thought, Futaro, are you doing something dirty? So, as it turns out, Futaro is apparently sick of Miku's sweets. You know what, Miku? I don't care what they say. I will always eat the stuff you make. You are the best. You are always going to be the best girl in my eyes. I would eat your chocolate no matter what. Yes, even if it looks like a skull. Also, JoJo reference. Futaro imitating Itsuki after the day afterwards was really funny. And yes, let's be honest here. Everyone thought that they were gonna say Itsuki's on her period or something like that, right? But like I learned in 7th grade biology that like if like a bunch of girls live together, the periods are usually like in sync or something like that. So I was thinking like, okay, that can't be it. But then again, like anime biology, who knows? So as it turns out. No, Itsuki's visiting her mother's grave, as she does every 14th. I mean, like, Itsuki looks like she really respected her mom. It was also really interesting when Itsuki basically, like, meets one of, the mom's former students. Like, that student, well, now she's a teacher now. She was really cool, by the way. Like, she tells, like, Itsuki about, like, her mom and, like, the life story and stuff. I really liked her. She was really cool. I mean, like, seriously, the Quints had a really capable mom. Like, she had her own freaking fan club back in school, despite the fact that she never really, like, opened up that much to anyone. No, but seriously, the Quint's mom is really pretty. Like, I can see why she had the fan clubs and stuff. Just look at her, god damn. And that is true Itsuki. Aspiring to be like your mom is great and all, but you are not your mom. Anyhow, the student, and now she's a teacher girl, she's pretty awesome. Like, she's really chill, she's really cool, just overall a great character. After this, we basically jumped to Best Girl Miku. She's taking cooking lessons from Nino now, I see, because, you know, all her sweets were, like, absolutely atrocious, you know? Like, yeah, I mean, like, I honestly kind of did, like, I'm gonna be a little honest here. I did find Nino's, like, joke a little funny. But then Miku basically starts crying over it, and I'm like, oh god, I need to protect this girl. Apparently Nino was pretty shocked at that too. Like, you know, like, I felt really awful when Miku started crying, and yeah, as I said, Nino probably must have done that too. I just wanted to, like, reach in and give her a big hug, but apparently they worked it out, and they had it all together. Also, the whole thing was a plot by Ichika, apparently. Like, I find that really interesting. Ichika basically plotted the entire thing. I mean, like, dang, Ichika, you're playing the wing woman hard here. I mean, I think this episode, she basically... That's the thing, because, like, we see later on in the episode that Ichika gets Miku tells Ichika, hey, I'm gonna get the best score out of all the Quints, and I'm gonna get Futaro to notice me, because Futaro doesn't seem to, like, see any of the other Quints as actual girls, right? I mean, the only person I've seen Futaro show interest is that, like, one girl from the flashback, and the mysterious Quint. The mysterious Quint, who Futaro probably thinks isn't, like, the Quints, and and that one girl from the flashback. I don't remember her name, but, you know. I think Ichika threw her hat into the circle by being Miku on the test. And, I mean, that was pretty impressive. I mean, I kind of felt bad for Miku, but, like, Dang, Ichika, like, going in full force. That was, as much as it pains me, that's pretty cool. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. We basically get to this section where all the Quints are like super tired and like, they're all dead inside. That part was really interesting too. I kind of know what it's like to be burned out. I mean, we've all had moments where we've all been super burned out. So I can kind of understand what they feel like, but I also kind of understand the view of Futaro as well. Because, like, I mean, I've done, like, been part of clubs and stuff. I know what it's like to have, like, you explaining something and nobody really listening to you. It's part of that book that Futaro bought with Ichika, right? Back when Ichika was drawing Futaro away from the, what do you call it? Away from the apartment where Miku and Nina were teaching each other, where Nina was teaching Miku cooking. Like back when they went over. By the way, Ichika, you keep asking whether Futaro's reading dirty stuff, man. I don't know. It feels like you're projecting. I mean, I was thinking the same thing, but at least I'm honest about it, okay? But yeah, in the book it says cramming and overworking may actually be counterproductive. So they basically headed to this, what do you call it? They basically headed to the carnival, and I think that was, I think the carnival scene was probably, it was one of the best parts of this episode today. We basically see the reason, like, we get a deep view into, like, Yotsuba's reasoning, like, her views, and, like, how Yotsuba, you know, like, oh, dang, like, just that scene between Yotsuba and Futaro, it was golden. Now I see why the Quint's dad singled Yotsuba out during his conversation. Honestly, like, this scene made me just want to hug Yotsuba and protect her, too. Like, my god, I could honestly kind of understand her suffering in some ways. Like, oh, I mean, just the loyalty of the five girls is just beautiful. Like, but really, Yotsuba, like, this, I mean, Yotsuba, dang, this was a pain you were hiding all along. She really is starting to remind me of Sayori now, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you all here, just saying, she kind of does. And this was I guess this was kind of the moment, like, Futaro decides to, like, gain, oh, you know, we're gonna use the Quints and to, like, teach them using their strongest subjects. So, basically use the Quints as an assistant. Like, you know, so obviously, the person who performs the best in a certain subject will help Futaro teach. That's a pretty big brain idea. Brilliant move, Futaro. Also, it looks like Miku's, what do you call it, cooking lessons with Nino has paid off, because Futaro's actually eating Miku's sweets now, and, like, he actually doesn't, like, throw up at the sight of it. I would also like to point one more thing out. Miku, those clothes you're wearing. I mean, like, I get you're into Futaro, but, like, god dang, like, that's pretty nice. Anyhow, with all that said, it's really great to see the Quints passing all their tests. I mean, admittedly, like, your test scores are still pretty horrible, I'm gonna be real with you all here. But, I mean, like, it's a huge improvement to what their scores were normally like. At least you guys passed, honestly. Like, they all passed, and that made me happy. And, like, that's pretty much the end of the episode. I think I know what's gonna happen next episode. It says offensive, right? So I feel like there's gonna be a massive, like, little battle between the Quints to see, like, who gets to be. My bet's on Nino, because Futaro's going out to find Nino, right? One last thing about this episode. I mean, I could say this about the entire season, but the music is just on point. Okay, the music is brilliant. Like, just God, who composed the music for this season? They're amazing. Just, it gives off, like, that nice vibe, that nice, like, feeling, you know? Like, it almost gives me Miyazaki vibes, I would say. Like, seriously, the music of this season is really high quality. And I guess it's a pretty short episode, but I guess that's really all I have to say for right now. Another Thursday, another beautiful episode of Quintessential Quintuplets. And yeah, that's it. That's honestly my take for this episode. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe, and comment, okay? You know, what did you think of this episode today? Anyways, that's it for this video. Sorry about the relatively dry video today, but that's really all I have to say. Anyways, the sky's up, and you guys are awesome. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.